Hi everyone, this is Aaron Sampson, co-founder of MapGoal, and on a quest to help teens succeed. Today I want to talk to you guys about college application positioning and how important it is to position yourself in order to get into the college of your dreams. Now some of you might not know what positioning even means. As I listen to my kids running upstairs, positioning is a marketing term. In its simplest form, positioning is the process of establishing a unique message in order to get consumers to buy your product over another product. Now, I've had the good fortune of working with thousands of teens, but another passion of mine is also marketing, and I've also marketed for multi-billion-dollar brands. And I can tell you that establishing a clear and unique positioning was one of the most important tools in my arsenal in order for my brand to succeed. And positioning very much applies to the college application process as well. Even though you may be thinking, I'm not a product, I don't have a consumer, you are applying to a certain number of schools, and there are also thousands of other teens also applying to that very same school. And at the end of that application, there's an admissions committee reviewing all those applications, and they have the ability to either choose you and accept you or not choose you, just like you have the ability to choose a product or not choose a product. So by that same analogy, I think analogy is the right word, it very much applies. Positioning very much applies to the college application process. I want to make sure you understand positioning and what it's all about. So I want to use an example, a real world example of positioning at work. So we're going to talk about sodas. Yeah, sodas. I'm not going to drink them, don't worry. I already have a lot of energy. I don't need more caffeine. But you have Coca-Cola, the classic Coke. Everyone knows Coke. It's the biggest soda pop in the world. And then you have Dr. Pepper. A lot of people know Dr. Pepper as well. And you may already be thinking, oh, I know the differences between those because they taste different. But let's go a little bit more into detail. If you look at the ingredients of Coke and Dr. Pepper, and I'm turning this because this is horizontal and this is vertical. Coke, carbonated water. Dr. Pepper, carbonated water. High fructose corn syrup. Caramel color. Phosphoric acid. Natural flavors. This is natural and artificial flavors. And then Coke has caffeine, and Dr. Pepper has caffeine, as well as sodium benzoate, which is a preservative. So the only ingredient that Dr. Pepper has that Coke doesn't, apparently, is sodium benzoate. So the ingredients are virtually identical. But now let's talk about taste, okay? Taste, yeah, Coke tastes like Coke. It's that traditional Coke taste, little sweet, little peppery. Dr. Pepper has more of a kick, if you've tried Dr. Pepper, a little bit more peppery, if you will. It's in the name. And Dr. Pepper really calls that out because on the label it says there's a 23 and it says authentic blend of 23 flavors. Those 23 flavors is maybe its taste. And it's also a way that Dr. Pepper is positioning itself. Coke doesn't have that authentic blend of 23 flavors, but Dr. Pepper does. Now, additionally, when you think about marketing, when you think about the TV commercials and the print ads, and when you think about how the Coca-Cola company is marketing Coke, it's a lot about joy and happiness. Unlock joy, unlock happiness. When you're at a beach with your family, what do you want to do? Grab a Coke. When you're at dinner with your family, eating Italian food, what do you want to do? Grab a Coke. When you need to quench your thirst and you're thirsty and you just want to have that great flavor, grab a Coke. Again, it's about unlocking that joy and happiness, and it's such a big brand, it really can own that message. Now, Dr. Pepper really ties in with its more peppery flavor, and they're about a little more wild. Yeah, their commercials are people who are a little more zany, a little more wild. Their ads are a little more irreverent. They have a little bit more of a sense of humor. So again, they're positioning themselves as, hey, if you want to be wild, if you want to be fun, if you want more pepper in your life, grab a Dr. Pepper. So two sodas, virtually identical ingredients, very different positioning and unique messages. Now, I can see myself in my screen, which is why I'm like balancing between my two soda cans. Let's look at another one. Let's look at Canada Dry. Now, this is ginger ale. Now, ginger ale, this is interesting. I looked at the back of this ingredient. Actually, I didn't know this, but Canada Dry is owned by Dr. Pepper, same company. And Canada Dry, I just looked at the ingredients because I'm like, well, this is totally different. This is ginger ale, right? Completely different product. But if you look at the ingredients, carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural flavors. Guys, I'm not going to read them all. It's the exact same ingredients as Dr. Pepper. The only difference is there's no caffeine. The exact same ingredients. So it must be that these natural flavors that are listed on here is the reason why Dr. Pepper and ginger ale taste so much different. But let's look at the positioning. If you just look at the can itself, remember Dr. Pepper has that real bold, kind of boldish reddish. It's not even a pure ruby red, but it's like this bold red. Canada is green. What does green allude to? My work as marketing, green really alludes to natural. It's, green is trees. You think of outside, you think of trees. So again, very natural. There's even leaves on the branding. This is very deliberate. There's little leaves on the branding stemming out. It's growth. It's growing. It's so natural. It also says made with real ginger. Now, ginger must be good for you. I don't even know, to be honest, but it must be good because it says it on there. And it says 100% natural flavor. So natural, that's something that's really big these days, is natural, organic. So they're really playing off of their position might be, hey, this is a little bit more healthy. Why is it healthy? Because their unique message is made with real ginger and it's 100% natural. So again, same ingredients as Dr. Pepper, but very different positioning, very different unique message. And even when you look at, say, going back to a Coke product, Diet Coke, and I have a lot more, but I'm just going to bring up these four. Diet Coke, they don't even need to call out anything on the can because it's all in the name itself, right? Diet. It's all there. This is, you're not going to gain weight. It's diet. It must be healthy. So they don't even need to have a lot of call outs because the positioning is in the name itself. So that's my kind of tutorial on cans of soda. Why have you been watching this for the past 3 or 4 minutes, me talking about cans of soda and reading ingredients on cans of soda? Well, here's the deal. When you think about your college application, there's certain things that have been drilled in your head that are so important. And those are SAT scores, GPA, list of extracurricular activities, make sure your essays are decent. And I'm not saying they're not important. They are incredibly important. If not, maybe these elements are the most important. But here's the deal. Is it possible that other students who are applying to the same schools you are have the same GPA or in the same range as GPA as you do? Yes, it is possible. Is it possible they have the same SAT scores or in the same range as you do? Yes, it is possible. Is it possible that they do the same extracurricular activities that you do? Maybe they do sports and play baseball and they also do drama. Or maybe they're in the debate club, whatever those things are. Is it possible that there are students that do those same things? Yes, it is possible. You get my point. These elements that you're applying to these colleges and that are most important are the ingredients of your application. Just like the ingredients that are listed on a Coke can or a can of soda. But even though the ingredients might be the same, the positioning and the flavor and the message of the soda and the message of who you are needs to be vastly different. If not, why would someone choose one product over another? Just like, why do you want this admissions committee to choose you over someone else? And that's where positioning is so vital, because you got to get good grades. You got to get good SAT scores. You need to work hard to do that. But just as important is wrapping all of these elements in a message that these admissions committees can relate to, that they can sync on to. Because really, that's what's going to make you rise above the rest. That's what's going to make you succeed beyond the other applicants. It's that unique message. And it's that unique message that the committee will actually latch onto. You don't latch onto a high SAT score. It's like, oh, they're not going to go to bed at night thinking, oh, that SAT score that Jimmy had in his application, that was so great. No, they're not going to, because that's just a number. They want to latch on to that story about who you are. When they're sitting around that table and they're all discussing applications, they're discussing the story. And sure, the stats are important, but even more or just as important is that story. The good news is I've spent a lot of time thinking about positioning, and I've reviewed a lot of applications, and I've boiled it down to 8 ways that you can position yourselves within a college application. Now, that doesn't mean there's 8 unique messages. Now, there's infinite unique messages because no one has your own unique messages. But there's 8 ways to position yourself in a college application, and it's super duper important. Did I just say super duper? Okay, please, just fast forward through that part because that's just embarrassing. It's super important that you leverage the components of your application and think about the positioning to make sure each component of your application rolls up into that unique positioning and that unique message. Now, I'm not going to cover all 8 ways because it would be like an hour-long video, but I want you to download my free PDF, which goes over the 8 different types of college application positioning. And from there, I want you to read that, and I want you to think about which one resonates with you. And I'm going to be posting more videos, and there's going to be more content available so that you know which college application positioning to take so that you can create your own unique message so that you can get into the college of your dreams. Folks, this is so important that you really have this unique message and you have your unique positioning. Now, that's a tongue twister. That's all I'm going to say for now. Don't forget to download my PDF. And remember, you can get into the college of your dreams. Just have to put in a little work. That was super cheesy. I can't believe I'm ending on that. Super cheese. Fast forward that too. Anyway, see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.